It's the evening dawn at Alpha Ventures Integrated Farms, and this is just a survey or a tour around the farm or facility. Plantain tree has grown to this height and still making progress. Then the different banana species trees producing already. This is a newly producing banana from the banana flower branch. Another one underneath here. You see a pawpaw tree coming up underneath here. And let's go around and see around the pond. And potato plants growing. They are creepers, of course, that's what they're on the floor. We call them creeping plants or creepers. See? Eating pond gets its water from the waterbed. The fish is swimming all around the water. Let me take it closer. See that movement? Their buoyancy is so swift. Look at them coming up. Coming up. This is the evening session. So I'm just covering the evening time at Alpha Ventures Integrated Farm, how it looks when I go around to observe, to see how the fishes are doing as a routine check, just to ensure that everything is going down well with them. And if there's anything I notice that is not going the usual way or the normal way, of course I'm here to correct, just to ensure they do well or they thrive. Of course the target is to get them to table size and a lot more flesh for consumption when it's time to do that. So we observe them until it's harvest time. The harvest is conducted using the suction pump. We suction out all this water from top to bottom before doing the harvesting. And of course, when you step into it, it's above kneecap. Then the length from here to this point, of course, is 11 feet. And the width or breadth from that point to that point, that's where my finger is pointing, that's the breadth or the width, is 9 feet wide. So it's 9 by 11 feet out in fish pond. And somebody might ask, how do we get water, or what's the source of water supply to this great pond? As the name implies, an eating pond, of course, has the bottom not concreted to allow water come up through osmosis or through capillarity to the top and fills up the pond naturally. And over time, the water continues to recycle itself. And maybe another question might arise, what if there's an overflow? Of course, like I said, it recycles itself. And apart from natural recycling, where some water gets to come out of the pond through some tiny perforations we allowed, like this one here. So you can see the water trickling down. Can you see it like a spring? So the water just flows out to the drainage connected to this part of the fence, just behind or over this fence. I have a small exit door here that I usually use whenever I need to do some maintenance. And then a plumbing work has been done as well, connected to the pond. You might not see it now because it has been covered by water already. So when there's an overflow or there's water filling up to the brim, all we need to do is just to go and open up the stopper to allow water flow out, also connected to the drainage just between this compound or between this farm and the next building. There's a very big and wide drainage, well concreted and well guided by 9 inches blocks to allow water passage, and use it as a form of water control as well. Okay, so this is the evening regime. You can see how the fishes are coming up. They emerge from the bottom They swim from one point to the other, moving all around and enjoying the ambience of the environment. As aquatic organisms, water is their natural dwelling place. But here, we've confined them to an artificial pond per se, or artificial environment, which was built into this earthen pond. And of course, they have a very nice feel of their time. So let me take the camera closer and see their movement. You might want to ask as well, what do they do at night? Some people ask, do fishes sleep? That's a question that usually comes from people to zoologists or biologists, as the case may be, or marine biologists. And the answer is they have a time to rest. You can also call that time of rest sleep, but it doesn't mean they are not still active, even though they might be floating in a spot or static in a spot. But all the same, there's a time of inactivity where they don't get to swim like the way they do during the day, or when they are excited, they tend to rest as well. So fishes sleep. Somebody also asked, do fishes drink water? Because they dwell in water. If they drink all the water, can their body system accommodate? The answer is no. So of course, while they swim, some water gets into their mouth if they want it to get into, by gulping a little to serve as a means of digesting their foods. And of course, they have a cloaca through which they excrete their waste products and also pass out some nitrogenous waste from their body as well. But fishes drink a little water as needed by their body for digestion, while other volume of water in the water body, of course, just serves as a means of their habitat and transport system.